Are we live? Alright. Welcome, everyone, to whatever this is. The first ever garage reviews. Figured it was appropriate to start with the, I think is what is the oldest action figure in my collection. This is the Spider-Man from the Secret Wars collection, 1984. Parents bought this for me at the ripe young age of 4 or 5, depending on when it was, what half of the year it was. So if that's an indication of my age and appropriate dorkiness, there you go. So getting right into it, yeah, had this around for quite some time, showing some age. I was 12 when I think I was 12. I tried to customize my very first attempt of customizing an action figure. I don't know if you can see that. He kind of had like a G.I. Joe kung fu grip thing going on. I thought, well, Spidey doesn't karate chop, he thwips, right? So I had to give him a thwip hand. I think that's still a big gripe of collectors today when Spidey doesn't come with a thwip hand. There's riots and, you know, civil unrest because Spidey didn't come with a thwip hand. So you can hear this guy. His joints are still pretty tight. You know, you got that friction of 30-plus-year-old plastic still holding up. It's kind of a, as you can tell, you know, it's kind of a rubbery, very flexible rubbery. That's how I was able to get the thwip. All it is just crazy glue. I tried to get his fingers, and if you can see my lighting's not great. You know, my studio is well, I might get into a studio tour later. It's not much of a studio. It's literally my RC workbench in the garage that serves double duty as of today as my action figure review station. Yay! So here he is. You know, I'm going to go over articulation. There's not much of it. Your standard 1984 Star Wars rivaling posability here. That was the only competition as far as I know. Well, I think G.I. Joe came out maybe, what, the year before this? 83? 82? The G.I. Joe faction is losing their minds right now. I should know this because I've got an untold number of G.I. Joes as well. No more vintage, though. Unfortunately, I lost most of that in what would be considered like a fire, aka, you know, selling off most of my figure collection so that my mom and I could eat. Life was not always great, so you do what you can, right? Anyway, you know, your standard 5 points of articulation here. Cutting edge 1984 technology. It will do the Exorcist, you know, if you allow it. I don't know why you would. Some sort of awesome what if. I don't know if you guys ever read the Marvel What If. Those are great. Anyway, yeah, he's a little scratched, like I said. He's showing some age, but he's still hanging in there. Sorry, he's hanging anyway. You know, little what may have been the beginning of ankle pivot, or is that just a really high arch or toe articulation or toe sculpt? I don't know. He's got this cool, you know, action pose, so he's kind of ready to go there. You know, now he's ready to go. Now he won't balance. You fool! All right, there it is. So now he's ready to go. Not a great angle. Ready to go? At least I'm not singing you the theme song. I'll let you guys do that on your own. I'll at least spare you from that. Oh, I'm doing horrible for my first time. Not nervous either, at all. Alright. And thanks to the motorcycle who decides to drive by right now. Cool. Yeah, like I said, it's my garage. So, about 20 feet from what should be a 25-mile-an-hour street. Anyway, there he is, Spider-Man. from the 1984 Secret Wars. And no, yes, I am missing his shield. I'm not terribly upset about that. I don't really remember Spider-Man ever running around with a shield, unless you recent Marvel fans are talking about that scene where he takes Cap's shield and says, "Hey, everybody." No, this is way before then. 84. Had they even met up at that point? I don't know. Probably. Anyway, you know, the paint, it's held up pretty good. It's got, like, what is that? What would you say that is? Ditko eyes? The older squinty Spidey, kind of first appearance style. The webbing is all there. Big giant spider on the back. Of course, the light blue, which I think they're trying to emulate with the new Hasbro Marvel Legends classic line. Kind of the throwback to the Toy Biz. Well, I mean, this was, gosh, what? This just says Marvel Comics Group. Well, I didn't do my homework before this. I can't remember who made these for Marvel. I want to say it was... Oh, jeez. The internet's on fire right now. Oh, boy. Okay. I'll probably add that to the description below. It escapes me at the moment. I apologize, internet. But there it is. Any questions or anything about it? It's a pretty straightforward review. Articulation, like I said, head, shoulders, hips. You know, it's not that great, but you know, for 1984, how much can you ask for? It's Spider-Man. There he is. Well, thanks for watching. If you're still here, I'll continue to do these. I've got a massive collection that is still in boxes. I just recently moved into this house, so a neighbor, well, my next door neighbor, actually, Matt, if you're watching this, here they are. Number one of 1,000 or more. I don't know. I hope I'm around long enough to cover all of them. There's tons, boxes and boxes of stuff that's ready for review, and hopefully get through most of them, at least the ones that are good ones, or relevant, or matter. Maybe even some obscure stuff, who knows, we'll see. It's mostly going to be focused on Marvel Legends, Star Wars Black Series. I've got a whole bunch of G.I. Joe from the 25th, the recent 25th anniversary edition, and we'll see what else I have. So thanks for tuning in, and see you later.